You're watching WHIO-TV Channel 7 with live, local, late-breaking coverage you can count on. This is Newscenter 7 Saturday.
Now on Newscenter 7 Saturday at 9, a Shelby County resident gets a surprise. His house is on fire. We'll bring you the story. You may be getting ready to fly this holiday season, but you know the risk. Your luggage may get lost. We'll tell you just where it goes when that happens. And did President Clinton lie to the American public about his relationship with Monica Lewinsky? It's our top story at 9. Good Saturday morning. I'm Reg Chapman. Sally Taylor is off today. This is Newscenter 7 Saturday.
And I'm meteorologist Dave Harmon. We're happy to welcome a new member to the Newscenter 7 team.
That's right, Director Rod Calhoun. We welcome you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good luck today.
He's a good guy.
He is. We're really happy to have him. Now on to our top story. The president admits to doing a lot of things, including misleading the public about his relationship with Monica Lewinsky. It's 9:05 and 46 degrees outside. Coming up on Newscenter 7, they're keeping prices down, but are factory farms driving Ohio farmers out of business? A special report, Factory Farms breeding controversy, is coming up.
Good morning. Get out of bed. Get out of the house. You're going to love being outside today. Believe it. Stay tuned.
And find out the latest in computer technology later in 7's Consumer Alert.
Newscenter 7 is coverage you can count on. In November, Team 7 investigators found how easy anyone, even criminals, can buy a handgun. What Dayton's airport is doing to stop drug smugglers, and investigated crime on campus at UD. Then, Newscenter 7 brought you live team coverage of John Glenn's return to glory. And when the big story happens, News Chopper 7 is there. When it's live, local, and late breaking, it's Newscenter 7. Coverage you can count on.
Good Saturday morning. The time is 8:08, and it's 46 degrees outside, and the mercury is climbing and climbing.
Oh, man, it is getting warmer and warmer and warmer. Yeah, we're going to get to near record heat later today.
I like that.
Isn't that nice? Right now, 46. It says 43 on your screen, but it's actually 46 degrees. Take my word for it. I'm the weather guy. South winds now at 9 miles per hour, and it's that southerly breeze along with high pressure, a big dome of high pressure all over the eastern half of the country that is going to keep us nice and warm today. 68% relative humidity. Here are temperatures at 9 a.m. 44 in Tip City, 43 in Brookville. Look at Springboro, still in the 30s. But into the 50s then in Springfield, so that makes up for it. 48 in Greenville, 42 in Sydney. Bell Fountain is sitting at 45, so is Salina and Xenia and Wilmington. Richmond and Oxford, 43 degrees, nothing but sunshine all over the place. A couple of clouds drifted by overnight, but wow, is this nice? To get to the clouds, you have to go way up north or way out west. Most of the west coast, all the way in through the Rockies. So from the west coast, from the Pacific Ocean to the plain states, cloud cover and showers, mostly rain. As you go up into the higher elevations and the higher latitudes, you get some snow in there too. But in the east, oh yeah, this is just beautiful. We look at the local situation. High pressure, this dome of high pressure is sitting over us, keeping the clouds out, and also making the wind circulate around that high coming out of the south where we are. So the sunshine is going to stay out, and the warm air, that southerly breeze, will continue. Tomorrow, not a whole bunch of change. The sun stays where it is. Of course, it goes down overnight. Otherwise, you know what I'm talking about. That warm front will stay up there. We're on the warm side of the frontal system. It's going to be very nice and warm tomorrow. It's going to be great today as well. Sunny skies. Wow, 65 degrees, way above normal. 48 degrees, and 48 for our low tonight is warmer than our normal high temperature for this date. Okay? Partly cloudy skies, warmer than our normal high for the low, and 69 degrees for tomorrow, mostly sunny. This is near record heat. It's been since 1887 that it got around this warm around here on this date. Hot tomorrow, maybe some showers by late Tuesday night into Wednesday. Temperatures finally get down to about normal. Well, actually, no, they're still above normal, even at 53. So This is a heat spell. This is Indian summer for sure.
I like that. Thanks a lot, Dave.
All right.
The agricultural outlook for next year and for the long term is mixed. It's good for the agricultural industry, but bad for the farmer. Family farms are dwindling, being replaced by an increasing number of larger farms. As Newscenter 7's Northern Bureau Chief Steve Baker reports, many of the factory farms are breeding controversy with neighbors and small family farms.
Ohio farmers become victims of their own success. They near completion of a great harvest, but the commodity prices are at an all-time low. The price for hogs is also at its lowest point in 25 years. Many small family farms are struggling to survive. Large-scale livestock operations are a trend in farming across the nation as many farms get bigger in order to gain greater efficiency. But along the way, those big farms have attracted criticism.
We found that 80% of Americans said that the family farm is an essential part of our heritage and must be preserved. We like to be well fed, and these come into conflict. Two very good things come into conflict when we're dealing with large-scale operations.
The conflict is between the people who want to make a living in the country and people who want to live in the country. Flies, smell, groundwater contamination, and a possible decline in property values are among the concerns of the opponents.
I still live in a community where there are still some family farms, still some hog operations that's operated by families that are not factory farms, and they're concerned about that and what that's going to do to the market.
Their opponents call them factory farms. Their advocates use the phrase large-scale livestock operations. Factory farms, large-scale livestock operations, whatever the label, the controversy was an issue in many recent political campaigns.
We need our farmers, but we also need people to be good neighbors, and I'll tell you what, hogs do stink.
In Colorado, voters approved an issue calling for the monitoring of big farms to ensure they meet environmental standards. In South Dakota, voters chose to let only family-controlled farms operate in the state. And barnyard politics is likely to become more intense in our own backyard.
There's nothing in it. Just like the article just reading, a man with 300 sows is losing $1,000 a day right now.
Agriculture is Ohio's #1 industry, contributing $68 billion to the state's annual economic growth. It employs 1 in 6 Ohioans in areas such as wholesale and retail, farm production, processing, and agribusiness. Today, farms and farmland are dwindling. So what's the solution to the problems? More federal and state regulations, or perhaps research to deal with the smell and the rodents?
You may have some odor inside the building, but that's for the workers in there and the hogs to deal with. Outside the building is the real test.
Steve Baker, News Center 7.
The temperature is 46 degrees at 9:22. In sports, 2 local teams earn their way into the state football finals, and another gets a chance to join them tonight.
Mike Hartsock has playoff highlights in our Saturday morning sports report.
Hi again, everybody. Okay, so the defense sort of took the night off out at Welcome Stadium last night. Lebanon and Salina put on quite a show in the division. If there's a Cinderella team left in the state playoffs, it might be the kids from Coldwater. The slipper certainly fits the Cavaliers, who were blown out their final regular season game, only to shut down a couple of high-powered offenses in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. But that was nothing compared to the task last night. Wyoming's Richard Hall is the state's all-time touchdown maker. This is a guy who ran for 300 yards against Valley View last week. Now, he only got, I say only, 188 yards on the ground against Coldwater, but they kept him out of the end zone. Cavaliers get there first. B.J. Lowridge to Jeff Kalp over the middle for the touchdown, 7-0. 10-7 Wyoming at halftime. Early third quarter, though, Lowridge finds Adam Judy streaking down the middle of the field. Judy hauls it in over the defender, staggers down the field for the touchdown. Coldwater has the lead. Then the icing on the cake. Lowridge to David Wormert, the screen pass over the middle. Touchdown again, 20-10. Coldwater eliminates Wyoming.
Well, we just told them we've already taken all the negative blows. We're still standing. We're still in a position where we can win the football game. Continue to believe in yourselves and the discipline that's got you here. Just keep doing those things, and you're going to go to Massillon.
The Versailles Tigers take their turn in the spotlight tonight.